Hello, everybody. Oh, Trent Suing again. Hey, let's see. This is video number 4. Sorry if you notice that something's a little weird and, actually my back's out. But like I said, I want to give this as much energy as I possibly can because I know this is the most important message, story, movie, whatever you want to think that you could ever hear in your entire life. Shit, even biggest magic trick. But anyways, I want to first point out where my illusion tells me that I've done wrong. And I would like to point that out by, noticing, hey, how few people have liked what I've posted so far. And I've even noticed also too that my Facebook account, the best I can remember, I had like over 3,000 Facebook friends, and last night I think the number was, I'm already down to 2,800 and some. Therefore, to all of you that I couldn't communicate well enough, to where somehow I might have said something that offended you enough to where you didn't want to be friends with me anymore, I apologize. If you decide to listen again, I'm sure you'll see that I'll make up for it. Anyway, there went a big chunk. But that's okay, because I only accept the positive. Anyway, today's, important matter is talking to the elderly. You better believe I can relate with you. And shoot, I'm only 53 years old. But anyway, let's stop and think about the elderly. And let's stop and think of how our illusion could actually be a very bad thing when it comes to the elderly. And the elderly I'm talking about are like that sweet little old lady. I'll get into it more. But I don't want the channel to be boring anymore. I don't want it to be dark. I don't want it to be depressing. I want it to be all positive. Ooh, wow. When I said that, my back actually just felt a lot better. Imagine that. Anyway, so in order to get this kicked off today, in celebration of all our elderly family members and everything, and speaking of family members, I would like to talk to you today too. But, all right, we're going to make this more fun. Let's see, what's one of the funnest ways we could get some action? Let's think of my story. Oh, and by the way, if you have not been watching every single one of my videos in order, please stop now. Do not listen any further. You won't understand the story. It won't even make sense to you. Go back, and every single video needs to be watched in order. And as soon as you get to a point that you stop hearing what I'm saying in your head, instead you hear your thoughts, and yes, you can hear my words in your head in your own voice. I totally get that. Please, I beg you, start over. You're going to understand. And if you don't, talk to someone positive. And if you don't, hey, even at the end of this video today, I'm going to give my personal cell phone. Or, whoa, no, not going there. I'm going to give my personal email address that I've had from when I was back in my illusion before I woke up. So, and don't worry about the friends that I've already lost. You know what? Because before I woke up, I had one person in my entire life, and I know only one person in my entire, physical life, in my memory, did I ever truly give grace to unconditional, undeserving love. And I know to the bottom of my heart, I absolutely did. And the reason why I did that is because, you know what? Hey, this was a human being that came into this world with, I am telling you, the absolute worst imaginable childhood you ever could possibly have. Every single bad scenario you're thinking about in the world, I guarantee you this beautiful person went through it. Yes. But I don't want to get into any more of that negativity. I want to point out the beauty. So, this person, actually, of all things, woke me up. I know she was the absolute key to waking me up. And later on in relationships, I'll get into exactly how that happened. But back to the what you might be thinking, the negative that's already taken place about me losing Facebook friends. Don't you worry me, or however that goes. It's all good and well. I know exactly what I'm doing. Hey, one person in this world I gave grace to, and I know exactly why she did it, and I thank her with the bottom of my heart for doing it. She actually, for something that I thought I had absolutely done never anything wrong in my illusion, she, right after, unfortunately, she had told me that she was contemplating suicide. And at that point, I've been around it enough. All I could do is listen to her and give her love. And that's what I did. And that was the wrong thing because I was in my illusion. Next morning, which happened to be the absolute busiest weekend of my entire career as a tattoo artist, I wake up to, well, let's just say what a lot of you would consider a living hell. The worst scenario you could possibly imagine, because this person happened to be trying to destroy my entire career. Not going to feed into it, yada, yada, yada. The one thing in my physical self that I can say that I am so proud of myself, the whole entire time, I just started feeling more and more love for her. I got calmer. Because, hey, let's think about this. We all know that you can't argue with somebody that's mentally unstable. You can't, you simply can't, because that makes you just as bad. You know? So therefore, that's why I say, and I give grace to everybody, but that one person that tried to hurt me the absolute most in my entire life, and I've had a lot of bad stuff happen, she truly holds the spot closest to me. That's why now I'm going to talk to the elderly, because, hey, let's think about it. In your entire existence so far, in your reality, think of who is the one person in your entire reality, your life, your existence, to what you know now, has given you grace, true grace, unconditional, undeserving love. Think about that. All right, now, I guarantee you, I have the same image as somebody else in the world that's watching this right now. I got the same person. Anyway, moving along. So, let's first, on this locomotive, we already, I guess, got rid of some negativity, because, hey, our load's going to be a little lighter. But don't worry, that load that got off, you'll have another chance to get back on. Well, we obviously on this locomotive got the most important, the ones who need the most love right now, on board. Hey, that's, the people who are at the point where they're about ready to cease to exist. and the people who are depressed that can't get out of what they're doing without love. Okay, those people are on. Now let's help all the elderly, excuse me. And yes, I am chewing today because my back is killing me and it calms my nerves. Yeah, I am fully conscious, but I still have a physical self too. And I love that physical self. Therefore, if there's something that can help me out some, please just try to understand that I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, so let's get the elderly on. Let's see, pulling from my memory. Oh, yes, the first person, Grace, that gives me full unconditional love. Some of you might think the exact opposite. Of course you would, because you're an illusion. But I'm talking my grandmother on the Suing side. Picture this woman. Tall, strong German woman. Very, very good woman. This woman, in my entire life, in my illusion, I cannot think of one single thing this woman ever did in her entire life that was negative. Simply because I'm here. Gotta look at that. Anyway, good old grandma. At one point in my illusion, I remember hearing that I was actually her favorite grandson. I mean, this woman, she had a bunch. I think like 32 or something. If I'm forgetting any, I apologize. But, so, Grandma used to hang out with her on her little, actually it started off on a big farm where, best I remember, all my aunt and uncles, were brought up. To me, it kind of seemed like the Little House on the Prairie type environment. But hey, everybody has a different illusion. I understand. But Grandma, she did everything. Absolutely everything. I mean, she was a good cook. She would not lie to you. She was gentle, but yet stern. This woman, she was amazing. I hope every one of you have one of her. Or at least did, because she's gone. But before Grandma passed, she taught me one of the most valuable lessons in my entire life. You're going to view it as negative because you're in an illusion. But I assure you, it was 100% positive. The way I remember it best was, I'd already joined the Marine Corps. Actually, I think I had already been to combat in the Marine Corps, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, like 8.5 months there. And then I got back from combat and I wanted to get married. And now we'll talk about relationships later. That'll be fun. But anyways, I decided I wanted to marry someone. Only knew this gal 3 weeks. What's ironic is I chose somebody that was exactly like my mother. Go figure. And anyway, Grandma, when she heard that I had married someone who had been married before because of her religious beliefs, I was living my life in what would be considered sin. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. Actually, now you'll find out later. Anyway, so here this woman, the one most important human being on earth that I felt the most love from at that moment in my illusion, in my eyes, I ceased to exist to her. Because in her heart, she knew she was doing the best thing she could for me. Ooh, man, that ticked me off. Whoo! I wanted to find in my illusion, I wanted to find every single reason to justify why. Now, not only her, but every single person in the Suing family was bad. In my head, I wanted to view everybody horrible. Everybody's guilty of why she doesn't love me anymore. So it just added to, again, man, nobody freaking loves me. You know, you see the domino effect that keeps happening in my illusion. All 100% true, the best I can absolutely remember. But, you know, the amazing thing is, Grandma. Yeah. Right before she passed, she wanted to meet my daughters, and she wanted to see me. This woman, oh, she was deteriorating quick. She knew her time was about up. Best I could remember, she couldn't hear for beans. You know, that elderly person that you have to yell to, every single thing, yes! That one? Man, even me making that example was wrong, hurtful to someone. Even me yelling like that and changing the sound to someone was negative. But anyway, going back to Grandma, in her little apartment, oh, and I guarantee you all things are exactly how they're supposed to be, and all things are good, and all things are connected. That reached somebody right there. But anyway, she was in this cute little cozy apartment on her last days. Couldn't really even see that I can remember. She couldn't hear, couldn't see. Just kind of sitting by herself in the quiet in this little tiny room. But you know what? She seemed at peace. Me, I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for her. She has nobody. That's what my illusion told me, because I never saw anybody there. Now, let me tell you about the Suing family. Oh, the Suing name is a very good, strong name. I know people out there, you know, might feel the opposite. But I don't know that. I don't live your illusion. But to me, to my memory, my illusion, every single Suing I have ever met is a damn hard worker. Really cares from their soul. Very strong within their faith. You know, everything I wasn't. You know, hey, yeah, by all means, I guarantee you out there, and someone is thinking at some point between now and May 19th of 2000, whatever this year is, 23, someone is going to think I, so far, am already the worst human being on earth or the absolute best human being on earth. Now, I know the answer because I'm awake, and I'll share with you all in the end. But, Grandma, think about it. The illusion says the negative, alone, has nobody, can't hear, can't see. Man. Whoa. Whew. But now my consciousness says, wow, there's Grandma. Still looks as beautiful as I can ever remember. I mean, she had hands bigger than mine. This woman, the best I can remember, she was rototilling her garden clear up into late 80s with her Troy built or something. Yeah, that's a good woman right there. You know, and that even bothered somebody because someone might even view what I just said as sexist. But no, all I am feeling is from my heart, and these are all positive. But Grandma seemed at peace by herself in a small room, no sound playing because she couldn't hear, couldn't see anything. And here walks in the one person that didn't exist with 3 daughters. I love you girls, but 3 daughters. And we go in and so Grandma can meet them. Man, that felt good. You know? And Grandma was not the type to tell very many people she loved them. That just wasn't the way she was brought up. My dad at one point, best I can remember, I think I heard him one time say something to the effect of, he never heard his mom and dad tell each other they love him. Oh, I get that. You know what? Hey, I can see the positive in that. You know what? Simply because they didn't have to. They knew it. But anyway, yeah, so Grandma had lowered her vibrations, whether she wanted to or not. Something, every single thing in her existence, her faith, at one point had told her, I no longer exist. But as she was approaching the end, something about her, she wanted to tell me she loved me. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to get emotional, but anyway, so moving on down, getting more of the elderly onto this locomotive. You know, let's see. We got Grandma on there. Ooh. We got to get everybody because everybody's good. Everything's positive. We got to get that old man in the nursing home that keeps spanking everybody's booties. Everybody just thinks he's a pervert. He's all sorts of bad things. And when they tell him, he just laughs. Yeah. I mean, the illusion tells you a lot of negative things right there. But also, I see the positive, and I see the wisdom in that man. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same wisdom as you. But that's a very wise man. One way or another, he has some great positivity that he could share if somebody just simply took the time and listened to him. Anyway, then you get the old crackety old man, walking with his cane. We got to help him up in there. Trust me, right now I can relate with you, buddy. Anyway, let's help him on up in. We got him, let's see. Oh, the elderly person that somehow in their illusion they found themselves where they can't even move out of bed because they're so large. Oh, I love you. I understand. Don't listen to all the negativity you have heard in this world. Because I'm telling you right now, I see through it all and I love you for what you are. All right. Got that person on there. Then let's see. Okay, let's gather all the other ones. Every single one you guys are thinking of. Picture those old elderly people that have nobody that have given you grace. Let's get them on this locomotive. Because guess what? We need their pure energy, their positive energy to power this locomotive. We got to get it going. And in order to get the locomotive kicked off, we need the purest, powerful energy there is. And I bet you anything, those people have it. So we got them on there. We got enough to actually get us going, get the locomotive going. And for my illusion tells me that in order to get a locomotive going, you actually have to back up first just a little bit and get that boom, that initial charge, that wake up, that blam, gotta get that in there and get the locomotive going. The elderly are the one who have the power to do that. They have all the positive wisdom. All right. But if we get going, we're still going to have, because eventually these elderly people are going to run out of energy powering this locomotive. Therefore, all of us need to start powering up this locomotive because, hey, after all, this story is how I, in my illusion, am going to solve, excuse me, every single problem in the world simply out of you loving yourself enough to listen. Okay, so let's see. How are we going to add some more energy, some more positivity to this story? Get this locomotive going. I got an idea. I'm going to buy some. Yeah. All of you listeners out there, you're going to have an opportunity to get some positivity out of this. So let's see. I am going to give away. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot right off the bat, because I assure you, everything I own will be up for grabs at one point or another. If you truly love yourself enough to listen. All right, so let's go ahead and get some energy. All right, I put up $100, and any listener out there, I guarantee you, can win it. Of course, understand, I only have so much energy, and I'm not scripting this. I'm just winging it, because I know by doing that, there's someone very special out there that I'm going to talk to. So, let's see. Unfortunately, the rules, just like, I've said all along, this is my story and this is for entertainment purposes only. But I assure you, what I'm saying right now is true. Okay, so the rules to how to win this $100. Well, we want, obviously every bit of the money I'm putting up to go towards positive energy. So the best way to get more positive energy is for other people to know, to be able to decide in their heart whether or not my story is even worth listening to. But they can't decide that unless we touch them. So, in order to be the winner of the first $100 up that I am saying right now, and let's see, yeah, okay, we got the time. The rules are, you have to, let's see, like my channel and each one of my videos, and subscribe. Now, I'm going to tell you all the answer right up front. The answer is exactly somewhere in my videos. All you have to do is been able to love yourself enough to truly listen to my words, and you'll have the answer. And guess what? Since I'm not going to have the energy to get to them until after my birthday, because this message is so important. So every energy I have, I got to put into getting more videos out. But come the end of my birthday, when I get a chance, I will go through the emails and I will publicly announce who the winner is. That's pretty fair, right? Okay. And let's see, let's put some more, make it a little easier for you to win. You can send me as many guesses as you would like, because I'm sure at some point, as you continue to watch all my videos until it's over, at some point you are going to find the answer. And you know what, this isn't the only thing I'm going to put up, so if you don't even want to play, that's okay. You're going to have another opportunity. I respect that, no hard feelings whatsoever. But okay, you have to like the videos, you have to subscribe, and there's just one answer that I'm looking for. And all the person has to be able to do is, by looking in all the videos that have been created, the four now, from right now backwards, you have to have, let's make it easy. Let's make it real easy. You just have to be able to prove to yourself, or excuse me, prove to me, my conscious self, and using my illusion as evidence, you have to be able to prove to me in your answer that you actually listen better than I do, and you actually love yourself more than I do enough to listen so closely. Pretty simple. All right, this is going to be fun. Like I said, I will turn all negative into positive, and it will just strengthen me, and all the negativity will start showing itself in the very beginning. Same things I keep saying all over again. But I guarantee you, you are not going to want to miss this story. And if you're a mathematician, or if you're a musician, or a teacher, or a psychologist, or whatever out there, hey, I welcome you to participate too. And you know what? Let's see. What else could I do to make this a little better? The second closest answer, I'll have something for you too. I'm going to have to put some thought into that, what it's going to be. So, hey, feel free, whether your comments are positive or negative, feel free to put them away. Like I said, I apologize to the people out there that I somehow have offended to where you don't want to even be friends with me anymore. But hey, that's okay. Everything's positive. Anyway, again, I'm running out of energy, and I need to love myself enough to get some rest. But hey, all you elderly people out there, all the family members, my children, every single person out there that thinks that somebody doesn't love you, I assure you, when you wake up, you will know that that is not true. Hey, I love every one of you. And until next time, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.